Hello, what up guys? How you doing? It is Lasty here. Welcome today to a new episode of the FIFA 20 Ultimate Team Road to Glory. Episode number 111. And in today's episode, we are going to be playing a whole heap of the Weekend League. I need to get through a whole batch of my games. So if you would do me a huge favour at the start of the episode, hit that thumbs up button, that would be amazing. And I'll also talk to you as we're going through this about like maybe some future ideas or just some things that came into my mind about the team going forwards. If you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button and click the notification bell, and let's get on into it, shall we? So at the moment, we are 6 wins and 2 losses. So not the best, but definitely not the worst start I've ever had. You know, we've gone far worse than that before, but we did go 1-1 at the very start of this Weekend League. So we were always kind of like on the back foot right off the get-go. But I tell you when I actually played these matches, so I had a really bad night's sleep on Saturday night. So I played the first 8 games or whatever on Friday. I then had a big family thing on Saturday, so I had no time at all on Saturday to play any of my games. And then I went to bed really late, like 4 a.m. And then I woke up and I could not sleep at like 6:30 a.m. on Sunday. So the only thing I could really do was just get up and get going and get cracking on with work for the day, which for me is obviously playing the Weekend League, editing videos and all of that stuff. So yeah, that's obviously what I decided to do. Just decided to get up and play this game fairly early on 2.5 hours of sleep. And to my surprise, I was I was on fire. This game right here, we get a little 3-0 rage quit. I didn't let him have a shot in the whole time we played. So we are up to 7-2. And what I noticed was that, so I played from about maybe 7:30 in the morning until like 11:30 or something like that, and to get all my games done. And you'll see like the very final few in tomorrow's episode. But yeah, like what I noticed was that up until about 9 or 10 a.m., I can't remember which one it was, the game felt literally unlike anything I've ever felt before. Like, it was like there was nobody on the servers. And I can kind of get it, right? Because there wouldn't be many UK people on at like 7 or 8 a.m. on a Sunday morning. That's kind of early for people on their day of rest, right? And then maybe like even Europe, that's like 8 or 9 a.m. Yeah, maybe there'll be some people getting on then. Just the early birds though, right? And then if you're in like America, well, it's like in the middle of the night for America. So, and obviously I wouldn't be matching up against Americans. I hope not anyway. But obviously they are all a big load on the servers, I'm assuming. So, yeah, it just seemed like a really low... like a low amount of people on the game or something. I don't know what it was, but everything just flowed so well, and I got a glimpse for a little bit of like how I can potentially play on this game, or the way that this game can actually play when things feel good and I am like in my groove, you know, kind of working it and doing well with players. Like look at the LB dribbling that I'm doing with Messi and stuff, like the way that I can just turn, change direction, use that agility and balance and dribbling techniques that he's got. What a goal, by the way, from Acuna Matata. What a wonderful phrase. He is genuinely awesome, by the way. And I guess we can get off the topic of the game feeling great. It felt great up until about 9, 10 a.m. I guess when everyone started to load on the servers, or either that or I'd just been on the game too long and maybe I needed to restart the internet. I don't know how it works, but yeah, it just felt good for the first hour or two. We absolutely demolishing this game. But we scored that long shot with Acuna. Now, he is absolutely brilliant. I really like him. And I got to the point in this Weekend League where I was genuinely like kicking off, pressing start, making 2 substitutions at the start of games. I was bringing Vidal off, who does seem pretty slow. I'm so annoyed. I thought he was going to be insane. I actually think maybe he's not, which does really disappoint me and make me sad knowing that he was a 70,000 coin SBC. Maybe I'll persevere with him. But I bring on Atal at right mid in the 4-4-2, and I bring on Acuna at centre mid for Vidal. And my days, they are both literally brilliant. I've said nothing but this for the last 3 episodes about how good my super subs are, how overpowered they are and stuff. But I was just loving him. So we actually go 1-0 down in this game right here. But then a nice 1-2. Messi sort of holds it up. And then he cuts it back just because I wanted to get it on his strong foot. And I wasn't sure if that shot would go in at the near post at that point in time. So just cut back just so we could finesse it in. So that gets the equaliser. And then Lenglet knocks it into PK, into Atal. And oh... there's no worries at all. There's no worries at all when you're playing with this guy. He's brilliant. He really is. 4-star skill, 5-star weak foot. Does all the defensive work. Gets goals when he needs to. Just an absolute joy to use. My opponent messes up defensively here. And then look at this. Just a nice Berber spin into Dalglish. And I felt confident that I could hit that one first time. It was just bobbling up a little bit. So we sort of get on the volley and get loads of power behind it. And of course, obviously that means 3-1, and he's gone. He's gone at that point. He does not want to play anymore. And that brings us up to how many wins? I've got a frog in my throat. So that is the 9th or 10th win. I'm pretty sure it's the 9th. So we go on into literally yet another one. I am just like shotgunning these games, like game after game after game. I'm just going straight into it. This guy has Acuna. He also has Balassi, Heung-min Son, Prime Roy Keane. Like, I feel like if he knows what he's doing on this game, which by the looks of this first goal that he's just scored against me, I was like, here's a loss. This is going to be a loss because that was a great goal from Balassi. He's utilised that player perfectly. And at half-time, you can't see the stats super clearly there because I must have rushed through it. But yeah, it wasn't easy. I was struggling. But then look at this. Atal doing all the work, getting it to Leo Messi, and we get a goal. 4 minutes into the second half. I'm telling you, out wide as a right midfielder, this Atal does work. He really does. But I found out that it was kind of like the 1-2s that were working for me. He was dragging a defender out whenever I went to like pass it. So as you can see, it worked a treat. And then again, utilising this right-hand side once more with Atal. Cut that one back. And it's going to be Leo Messi for the hat-trick goal. 3-1. Was it the hat-trick goal? I think so, at least. But we end up coming back from a 1-0 down to winning 3-1 in a game which I thought was going to go really, really badly, just from the way that he started playing. So we're up to 10-2, and then I ran out of squad fitnesses. So I went out and bought them. I buy them. I think I buy them too expensive, but I don't know if it's the same on PS4. But whenever you try and snipe them on Xbox, they're just genuinely always gone. And I can't get them at 700 coins, but I can easily get them at 950. So I'm just like, all right, well, I'll buy it for that then, won't I? It's so frustrating when you try and actually buy a squad fitness. They just disappear. They are gone. I don't know whether it's bots getting it or just young people with like way better reflexes than me, but I certainly can't snipe them at that price. Not all the time anyway. So we get a 1-0 goal here. Again, it was Atal doing lots of work and then Messi just to tap it home. Dalglish sort of pushing past the defender there, getting a second go at it, and he has to earn the second go, I guess. So the nice drag back into the near post strike. That was a nicely worked goal, but it was fortunate that the ball basically fell back down to us. And then Messi getting through here, knocking it into Dalglish. Again, we get 2 stabs at that one, but it's going to make it 3-0 just before half-time. I think this was actually a viewer who messaged me GG's after the game, so if you're watching this, pal, GG's. I had no intention to absolutely destroy anyone, but I guess it kind of happened in this game. But yeah, appreciate the quit just because it makes both of us get on with our games and stuff. And that actually brought me up to a really respectable 11-2. And I was like, I'm seriously flying right now. I'm playing some of the best FIFA and I'm feeling the most confident I felt in ages with this game. And then I get matched up against this, who I found out like a very short while afterwards is a Twitch streamer. So yeah, Joe Bagman. He was currently streaming at the time that we played this game, I'm pretty sure. I saw a tweet afterwards and I joined the stream for a little bit to say hey and GG's and all of that stuff. But I basically get completely and utterly destroyed here. Now, from what I saw, Joe was saying that this game felt horrible. For me, this game felt actually really good. It didn't feel bad at all, which is odd, isn't it? Like, you managed to get an absolute 3-0 smashing against me, but the game feels horrible for you, and you're making it look easy, mate. Because I think I decided 3-0 to quit. Yeah, it was like, I know that I was going to lose that game, but I can't complain about the connection in that one. That one felt absolutely fine. And then I get matched up against this guy. Now, this is a top 100 player, another Twitch streamer actually. I did a little bit of hunting around afterwards and stuff and noticed that. But yeah, this guy was really, really good, like just levels above me. We actually score a beautiful goal, some nice passing, and then a lovely little finesse shot from Messi first time to end up going 1-0 up. And that was like the first attempt I'd had on goal, the first attack that I'd actually managed to make happen, because I was basically just stuck in my own half for like the entire game, really. Yeah, the dribbling of players that finish in like the top 100, they just understand it. They just get the mechanics way better than me, and can actually manipulate the controls to make things happen. And that is something that I definitely can't do. Now, I would say that this is the downfall of when things started to not feel great in terms of connection for me. But I don't really want to blame that on this particular match, because even if this was the crispest connection in the world, I would have still got absolutely slapped in this game, because this guy was very good at FIFA. I couldn't do anything against him. So props to you, mate. GG's to you if you're watching as well. But yeah, like I got absolutely demolished. I had one little half chance there with Messi. I couldn't really take it because Rio was sort of catching me up. Then Rio ends up actually getting a goal right at the end there. At this point, I'd kind of given up. But yeah, that was a really tough one. You can see by the stats that I just got completely bullied off the ball. That was not my game. There was not a chance I was winning that one. So, just like every single weekend league, when I lose a game, I tend to lose 2 in a row, at least. So we've gone from 11-2, well, we've gone from 1-1 to 11-2 to 11-4, which is kind of unfortunate, but you know, we're only going to play to Elite 6 anyway, aren't we? So we can go on into another game. It's going to be the final game of the episode for today, I'm pretty sure. And we come up against a baby R9, a Politano, a David Villa, end of an era, like some good cards, which if this guy knows what he's doing, we're going to be in trouble. Could be 3 losses in a row, but we end up getting an early goal. 3 minutes on the clock, and Messi's managed to knock one in the back of the net. And as you can see here, Messi and Dalglish were just working nicely with each other. I would say that this and all of the games going forward just didn't feel very good in terms of connection, and it was just like, you know, that stuck in the mud gameplay that we typically feel every single weekend league. That's what this and all the other games going forwards tended to feel like for me. It was just night and day between when I first started playing really early and then that little bit later on when people were getting onto the servers, and even though we were 3-0 up, you know, we obviously just made it work a little bit better than my opponent. But yeah, we bounced back strong after 2 really good or really bad defeats, should I say. I think actually I take it a little bit better when I lose against people that are a lot better than me, because I can take it if someone smacks me on FIFA if they genuinely are just very good. It's the annoying ones that are just the ones where you feel like you deserve the win, or you feel like you're better than the player, and then they just somehow get some very lucky goal or something. That is when that's when I feel super hard done by. But yeah, like the last 2 losses, just genuinely beaten by better players, so there's no real issue there. So at half time, when I hadn't let this guy had a single shot, and when I'd managed to have, you know, 4 goals, he decides to leave the game, and I appreciate that. GG's to you, mate. I wish you luck in the rest of your weekend league. But yeah, that's where we're going to end today. I figured I would end this little session here on a win. You know, we just lost a couple, so to end it on a win is a little bit of a positive note. 12-4, so we've won 3 times as many games as we've lost, and we can carry on from there. Just 2 more wins to go to hit that the promised land of Elite 6, aka Gold 3 OP. But yeah, this particular team has been playing great for me in the 4-4-2. I've been enjoying this formation again more than any other. It just seems to be the one for me. But more often than not, as I mentioned to you, I switch this up pretty pretty sharpish at the start of the game to bring on Acuna, to bring on Atal, and this team in this formation right here just seems like it's the one that has been working the best for me in quite a long time. I'd say the last time I clicked with a team like this is when we brought in maybe Zola and Heung-min Son, and we had them two up front alongside Neymar and whoever else it was, probably Griezmann, and we were in the 4-2-3-1, and that was kind of working for us as well. But yeah, like every single one of these players, like Mendy is literally phenomenal. I love him. Lenglet, I trust him with anything. He's great at the back. He genuinely is. The two midfielders, Acuna and Paulinho, they're just brilliant. Acuna's actually got a long shot on him, which I didn't really expect, but he scored one in today's episode. The highlight player is simply Atal. I just genuinely think he's up there as one of the best players that I've used on FIFA this year. And then, of course, you can't rule out that strike force, can you? Messi's been getting loads of goals for me so far in this weekend league, really proving his worth. And then Dalglish as well. I guess he goes a little bit quieter when Messi's doing well, but that is what it is. That is just, you know, maybe he's getting the assists when Messi's getting the goals. I have been thinking about potentially mixing things up a bit going forwards, knowing how much I like Acuna and Natal. I maybe want to try and get them in the starting 11 somehow. Not really sure how or if it could possibly work, but there's a chance that we could maybe sell Dalglish, we could maybe sell Messi, hey, we might even sell Neymar, or one of the three, two of the three, or even all three, if I can figure out a different team that would be really interesting and stuff going forwards. It won't happen by the end of this weekend league, but maybe during the week we can take a little look, take stock of the squad, see who's worth a little bit, see who's not worth as much, and maybe go from there. See if we can maybe pick up a bargain on like a, I don't know. I've been thinking maybe we try Cristiano Ronaldo at some point, but I've also heard some not so great things about him. We will see though, guys. That is going to end the episode today. We are 12-4 in the weekend league, gone from 6-2 to 12-4, and we will finish that off tomorrow with, alongside other stuff, SBCs, whatever comes out. I'll make sure to include it in the video. Hit me with a thumbs up on today's episode. That would be so amazing. It would mean the world to me. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Why don't you come and follow me on Twitter and Instagram? The links are down below. Most importantly, I hope you lot have a wonderful day, and I'll catch you tomorrow with another episode. Peace.